I do remember my first day of school.
My first day of high school?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I can actually.
I just remember like pulling up with my mom, nervous.
I do, because I was probably the most nervous I've ever been, because it went from being like around a few people to like so many people, and especially that I was going to kids like 4 years older than me.
I think it was a week before high school started. I remember my first day of tryouts for softball because my pants split down the middle in front of everyone.
I remember I was very lost. I just remember it just being really confusing, like when you go to like Disneyland and there's just a bunch of people everywhere and you're surrounded by people and you know where you want to go, but you don't quite know how to get there in a way. It was exciting, but it was also kind of nerve-wracking and scary at the same time.
I remember what I wore. I wore floral shorts and a white tank top and my new shoes, Converse black, and backpack.
You know, I walked through main hall. The people are so big, you know, there's so many people. But the rate at which you meet people and get to know people's names and who they are as a person, the rate at which that happened surprised me from the first day and the day after that. So
I came from a small school, like 65 in our grade, so it was like a huge like change, and I don't know, I was nervous but excited.
My brother was a senior. He dropped me off, basically, and he went to go park the car, and he's like, find out where your classes are. I'm not gonna help you. And I was like, I don't know this campus, never really walked around before. And I asked him, I was like, can you please come with me? He's like, no. And he's dropped me off, and I walked around, and I'm like, where am I gonna, I'm just like, who am I gonna talk to?
Earth science with Mr. McCabe. He handed out pieces of toilet paper and I took out like maybe half of the whole roll. Each piece of toilet paper you have to explain one fact about yourself. And I remember one thing I said was, I don't shower and I haven't showered since 6th grade or something. People thought that was the funniest thing. And then I think that day I also brought two cans of chicken broth, and I ate a piece of gum with the wrapper still on.
Definitely remember my first day. Got lost 2 classes. Miss Sue sent me the wrong way to a class on accident. I remember that. I remember walking into my first period class, which was Mrs. Denny's Spanish class. It was just really new to me. It was a class that I had no idea what I was gonna do. It was in a room where I knew 0 people, and I was a little bit nervous, but looking back on that, probably 20 out of the 25 kids in that room I'm really good friends with now. My favorite teachers probably would have had to been Mrs. Frederick one year, had Mr. Groves for statistics and algebra 2. Miss Sue was great. Mr. Tanner I enjoyed a lot. Great guy.
2016 is definitely my favorite class, except that Nolan's in it.
Well, I guess I learned more about how to be a person. Getting to be 18, I suddenly feel like an actual adult. No, I don't. I still feel like a teenager. But I learned how to have fun.
When I came into high school as a freshman, I was convinced I was going to be a veterinarian, and I was looking at vet schools all around the world, and I thought, that's what I'm going to do. Like, there's no way that I could possibly change my mind, and I found JSA and fell in love with it, and here I am a poli-sci major.
I think my best experience was sophomore year when I was a varsity cheerleader, because the team was so close, and we went to nationals and we won first place, and we're like with our best friends winning first place. It was like, that's the kind of stuff you're gonna remember for the rest of your life.
Through sports, I've learned that determination and persistence is key. Like, that's just one of the ways that you're gonna have to push through life.
Kind of just like the little things that really I enjoyed the most, you know, just every day having like fun experiences in class with my friends and humorous teachers.
My whole experience with cheer was really fun. It's where I made most of my really close friends with, and that I've been friends with ever since. And it's just where you created this bond, and it lasted throughout high school.
I'll always remember Miss Sue's class because I love her, and it was fun.
I think I've matured a lot, and I've learned what to focus on. I don't really dwell on like drama or people who want to start drama. I think it's important to just focus on your close friends and your grades because that's, I mean, in high school, that's really all that matters is your friendships and your school. So I think just learning to cut back on the things that aren't important, like what people think about you and what you look like and fitting in and all that doesn't really matter.
I've matured, definitely, but I still have that childish aspect to me that many people know. So I've matured in certain ways, but not so much that I'm not like a kid anymore.
What changed, like what made me change was probably junior year for me. I realized I needed to like be more serious about my classes, and there was a certain incident over junior year that made me like realize I can't just do whatever I want all the time and just have no consequences. So yeah, I think I matured a lot my junior year.
You know, there's only 3 words that can describe high school. L-I-T, lit. Letters, 3 letters.
I am looking forward to graduation. Hopefully it's not raining. It'll feel very good to put the final stone on the monument we've all kind of built here. For a lot of us, it's been a very hard and challenging time. And I think everyone will be relieved to not only say goodbye, but welcome a new time of intellectual nourishment.
It's going to be really bittersweet, just leaving everyone. I really don't know what's going to happen for me, so that's weird and exciting because I feel like all my life I've had everything like set up for me, and now I'm just on my own.
I think a couple of highs that as a class we had together probably been reaching the highest API score for the school, winning CIF.
I think I'm gonna miss all the people that I've interacted with here. I made a lot of new friends. I've lost some friends, but not seeing them like every day like is gonna be really weird.
I am excited, but I don't know what to expect yet. It's a huge, like, I'm a new book and starting a new book in my life now, and I hope I'm ready for that. I'm not sure though. So it's just a lot to take in right now. I think that's why I'm anxious, but I am excited.
We do just love excelling together as a class.
You know, there's a lot of things that I'm gonna miss, but I'm not really gonna miss. Camarillo's so small. I mean, we've all done everything here, so it's hard to figure out things to do on the weekends and stuff like that.
I'm excited. I know it's a big step because I saw my brother go through it and it was kind of challenging for him at first. I think once you get over like a certain point, you just kind of dive into it and you're ready.
To be honest, these last 4 years have just been the greatest thing ever. I'm definitely gonna miss some of the teachers, Mr. Doyle, Mrs. Sue, Ms. Prestera, a couple other ones. I'm gonna miss all my friends, of course, Kind of not seeing them as often will be difficult, but I hope we all just stay in touch.
I wouldn't say anything scares me. I would say that I'm more of just kind of nervous. It's kind of coming to the realization that certain things are like closing on your life. But then I'm really excited to see what opens up, like what opportunities and like what new things I get to try out. And I don't know, like I'm more excited than nervous, but I don't know. I think we're all on the same page on that.